Some mistakes don't stay small. They don't end where they happen. They grow, quietly, dangerously, until one day they come back and stand right in front of you. And this time, you can't run. The bus station incident spread faster than anything we had ever seen. What we thought was just another fight became something much bigger. The boy we injured didn't stay silent. His people filed a police complaint in his hometown. That complaint found its way back to the university, back to us. And suddenly, everything we had built, power, control, fear, felt useless. We knew what this meant. Not just suspension, not just dismissal, jail. For the first time, we weren't thinking like gang members. We were thinking like scared boys. All 5 of us sat together in the gang house, silent, heavy, broken. No one had a plan. No one had courage. We knew the university was waiting for us to return, to face what we had done. But none of us had the strength to walk into that. Finally, I spoke. Running won't change anything. We have to go. My voice didn't sound strong, but it was the truth. No one responded. Then one of my friends looked at me and said, "I'll come with you." That was it. Out of 5, only 2 of us went. I still remember that day, like it's frozen in time. We entered the university, and it felt different. Not like a place we once ruled, but like a place that had already judged us. Inside the room, everyone was there. Chairman, principal, head of department, physical director, CEO, all sitting together, waiting. But we were only 2, not 5. That made everything worse. Before anything else, they hit us from all sides, not just physically, but with words. You destroyed the university's name. You think you are above everything? You will go to jail for this. We didn't argue, didn't defend, because for the first time, we knew we were wrong. We just stood there and took it. Then came the decision. Long discussions, serious faces, final judgment. And in that moment, something unexpected happened. My head of department stood up. He looked at them and said, "I will take responsibility for him." For me. That moment, I didn't know what to feel. Gratitude? Shock? Relief? Maybe all of it. Because no one else stood for us. Not the gang, not the system. Just one person. But my friend was not that lucky. No one spoke for him. And at the end of that day, the decision was made. 4 of my friends dismissed. Their journey ended, just like that. And I was the only one left. Not because I was better, not because I deserved it more, but because someone chose to believe in me. We walked out of that room, not as leaders, not as powerful people, but as broken boys. When I went back to the gang house, the silence felt heavier than ever. I told the others, and I saw it in their faces. Shock, pain, disbelief. We couldn't even tell our parents, because how do you say, "It's over"? But I was still the leader, and leaders don't stop, even when everything is falling apart. I told them, "Don't worry, we will find a way." I believed it, even if I didn't know how. I spoke to the gang, explained the situation, asked for support. But this time, things were different. No strong response, no urgency, just silence, excuses, distance. That day, I learned the hardest truth of my life. When you're really in trouble, you're on your own. But I didn't give up. I stopped everything. Gang activities, university, everything. For 2 weeks, I focused on only one thing: saving my friends, finding them a new university. It wasn't easy. Money, connections, time, everything was against us. But finally, We found a place. They could continue, but they would lose 1 year. Still, it was a second chance. We spent a lot of money, did everything we could, and finally, they got admission. That day, I felt relief, but also emptiness, because now they were gone, all 4 of them, and I was left behind, leader of the biggest gang, but completely alone. Even inside the gang, I didn't feel the same anymore. No connection, no real respect, just responsibility. At the university, I was on my last chance. My head of department made it clear. 1 more mistake, and you're done. That's when it hit me. Everything we did, everything we believed in, what was it for? My friends lost a year, almost lost their careers. For what? For a name? For power? For ego? We were still students, but we were living like something else. That realization stayed with me. And then, another incident. We were riding bikes, routine day, police checking ahead. I passed, but my friend panicked, accelerated. The inspector tried to stop him, but slipped and fell into the drainage. Everything went wrong after that. They caught him, started beating him. I went to help, and suddenly we were both inside the station. That night was one of the worst. They beat us, non-stop, till morning. Pain everywhere, no strength left. In the morning, our advocate came, settled things. Money exchanged, we were free. But what happened next still makes me laugh today. The inspector asked if we wanted food. I said no, but my friend said yes. And there he was, sitting in pain, eating chicken biryani in the morning. And suddenly, another officer walked in, saw him eating, didn't know the situation, and slapped him hard. Trying to kill our inspector and eating chicken biryani? The look on my friend's face with a chicken leg in his hand after getting slapped. Even in that pain, I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. That moment felt unreal. But something changed after that. I was done. Completely done. The power, the chaos, the fake respect. I didn't want it anymore. At the end of my 3rd year, I made a decision. I called everyone and said, I'm leaving. Some were shocked. Some expected it, because deep down, everyone knew I was never meant for this life. After 2.5 years, I walked away, left everything behind, took a small house near the university, and for the first time in years, I was alone. No gang, no friends around, just me. It wasn't easy. Recovering from that life took time, months. I started seeing things clearly, how much I had changed, how much I had lost. People avoided me. Classmates didn't talk to me. But this time, I didn't run. I started rebuilding, slowly. I followed my passion, started blogging, made some money, focused on studies. And after years, I went back to something I loved, football. I played again, felt alive again. I even represented my university, and we became runners-up. That moment felt more powerful than anything before, because this time, it was real. My final year passed peacefully, full of regret, but also growth. I couldn't change the past, but I could choose the future. When results came, something unexpected happened again. Out of 60 students, only 10 passed all subjects in first attempt with good grades, and I was one of them. Standing there, I felt proud, not because I was the best, but because I didn't give up. Graduation day came. When they called my name, people were surprised. My classmates, my teachers, even the principal. They couldn't believe it. But one person stood there smiling, my head of department, the only one who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. That moment meant everything. And just like that, one chapter of my life ended. Not with power, not with fear, but with growth, and a question waiting ahead. What comes next?